Welcome to the Positive Pants Podcast. Mindset, motivation and inspiration to help you find your positive pants. It's time to let go of negative thinking, understand why you do what you do and stop the self-sabotage with your host, Fran Excel.
Welcome to the show. As always, it's Fran Excel, your resident subconscious success mentor, helping you find your very own pair of positive pants so you can get out of your own way and live a life that you love. If you want to stop self-sabotaging your own success and let go of the stress, then you are in the right place, my friend. Make sure you download your free Stressed to Success guided meditation at bit.ly/stress to success as my little gift to you just for being here. Please do subscribe, share and review. It really, really helps people that need to hear this message find us, and I so appreciate it. In the show notes, you'll also find details of how you can work with me and where you can get your mitts on my meditations, products, printables, programs. You can find it through the link in my bio on Instagram, which is my favorite place to hang out. So please do come join me over there at I'm Fran Excel. Tag me in your takeaways, slide into my DMs. I'm here for it. So that's the formalities over, my love. So let's jump to the content. Can you allow yourself to go slow so you can speed up? What do I mean by this? Well, we're wired as a society for instant gratification in so many different contexts. And if we don't get it, we often give up. And in the process, make a ton of negative assumptions about ourselves. Or at least we berate ourselves for something not happening instantly and then beat ourselves up some more and think everyone else can do it instantly, so there's something wrong with me. And we then seek the evidence for that being true. But the trouble is, we're often not looking at the whole picture, as we know. And we're making assumptions about what it actually took for people to have what they have. And we also are relying on them to tell us. We take the same approach, whether it's working towards something we want or our own healing. We want everything to happen now. And it's understandable, right? A lot of the time when we want something is because we're trying to get out of pain. And there are plenty of people who are okay with setting us up to fail by telling us that we can bypass the hard work. And again, there are parallels in so many areas of life. Business, work, healing, weight loss, most things. And there are some fundamental issues with this mentality, which, by the way, is absolutely 100% not your fault. Too often we're sold that you can have this thing right now if you pay me for it, without doing the hard work if you pay me for it. That messaging. And first of all, it really is setting people up to be disappointed. It also often is going to result in you spending a lot of money and a lot of time chasing the quick fixes, when in fact you'd get where you want to be so much more quickly and cheaply if you took and focused on the slower road. I know it sounds counterintuitive. I love to illustrate this as thinking about wanting to build a bridge to get you from one place to another place where you'd much rather be. If you build one bridge slowly and consistently and really take the time to do it properly, how long would it take for you to get there? Versus how long would it take if you can constantly rush, start frantically building one bridge and it either crumbles or you realize it's not quite robust enough or the right method for you. So you start building another one in different materials and then the same thing happens. And then you start building another one in different materials and the same thing happens. How long is it going to take you to get to the other side that way? Well, it's not even a matter of how long. You won't, right? You'll spend the same amount of time, usually more, and create more frantic and frenetic energy, stopping and starting, and building using shoddy materials on shoddy foundations versus allowing yourself the time to do it properly with the proper materials and allow a bridge to last a lifetime. Even if some of the bricks were a little heavier and things may have felt a little harder along the way, even though at many points you wish there was a quicker way, but you feel in your bones now how solid your bridge is and how you know it will last a lifetime. because it's built on the right foundations with the right materials that give you the best outcome. Like, which sounds more productive and better for you in the long run? We live in a pressure cooker, and nervous systems cannot heal in pressure cookers, as much as we'd love it to be different. Nervous systems heal in the slowness and the softness. I'm always talking about softly, softly catchy monkey. Allowing yourself to take your time, to dip your toe in the water into that thing that doesn't quite feel safe to your nervous system yet, and create that safety as you go, bit by bit, incrementally. And at the same time, allowing yourself to completely rewire your brain and nervous system. Dysregulation cannot heal dysregulation. Think about it logically. Like, how could that even happen? This is why burnout takes time to heal. You can't rush it. There comes a point where your body forces you to make changes. You need to think about what you're actively doing while you're healing. You're literally creating new neural networks. You're undoing and reworking decades of patterns into your nervous system. Creating a new story of what safety actually looks like to your brain and nervous system, because it's so nuanced and different for every single individual. Like, how flipping magical is it that we can do that? Right? But we do have to put the work in. And often that means taking it slower than you'd ideally like to. We need to stop trying to push everything. I always say the definition of pushing is something getting further away. Stop trying to force everything and seek unicorn quick fixes that leave you feeling 10 times worse than when you started. Like I said, there comes a point where all that pushing takes its toll and you will be forced to slow down. Remember your bridges. Give yourself the gift of really good, solid foundations that are going to last you a lifetime. And I know it's worth saying that with the festive season now in full swing, lots of things often feel like they speed up, right? There's less rest, there's less sleep, there's more stress, there's less time for you. That in itself can be hugely triggering. And this usually happens when you are being run by obligation. So I really invite you to ask yourself what you really want to say yes to this festive season and what you don't. Yeah. Remind yourself it actually takes less time. The irony, if you allow yourself to take it slow than it would if you constantly try and use quick fixes and quit. You will heal faster if you let yourself take it slow. I know how tempting it can be to seek quick fixes when you're in any sort of pain. It makes perfect sense. I'm certainly also not saying that things won't feel better incrementally before you reach your end goal. They 100% absolutely will. If anything, I believe it is less painful in the long run. Yeah. So how could you take things a little slower? What could it look like? How could it feel? And as always, please remember you're a rock star and you're capable of huge things. Just allow yourself the time to make it happen. So if you got value from this and you know in your gut that now is the time to step up and start rewiring your thinking and start changing things for yourself, then join the Positive Pants Toolkit app and community so you can work out what needs to happen to get you from where you're at right now to the action-taking success you know you can be. And if you want my eyes and ears on your problems, then I work with people one-on-one and through my programs. You can find all the details to join the toolkit or book in a call in the show notes, the link in my bio on Instagram, and on my website, franexcel.com. So stop waiting for if and when and choose to change things now, because you can. I'm here to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. And as always, I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you next week. Bye!